Hello everyone, in today's video we will be remembering how to add and subtract units of measurement of length. This is something that we did last year as well, so this is going to be kind of a review. Now first thing you might notice here is that I have written these two additions and this one subtraction. I have written them twice. And you might be thinking, why have you written them twice? Are we going to do them twice? And you'll see the answer why in just a second. So just to remind you how these work, I can't add these two right now as they are. This says 5 meters and 3 centimeters. Why can't I add them? Because they're not in the same unit of measurement. I can't just say 5 and 3 makes 8. 8 what? 8 meters, 8 centimeters, 8 oranges, 8 what? They need to be in the same unit of measurement. It's necessary. It's like saying oranges and apples, they're not the same. We need to turn them into the same thing before we can add them. So, uh, how we do that was explained in the last video. So, firstly, I need to choose which of these I'm going to change into the other. Am I going to change 5 meters into centimeters, or am I going to change 3 centimeters into meters? Now, this doesn't really matter because the value of the answer that you're going to get does not change on what based on what you chose in the beginning. The only thing that changes is the unit of measurement that your answer is going to be in. To show this, we're going to solve them twice. One time where we choose the first one, and one time where we choose the second one. That's why we've written them twice, and you're going to see that the value of the answer does not change. So, how do we solve these? I want you to write these exactly the way that I'm going to write them. So, in this first one, I'm going to choose 5 meters and I'm going to turn it into centimeters. So, what I want you to do in your notebook is write a line like this. After the line, put in um, the unit of measurement that you want to turn this into. So, you want to turn it into the same unit of measurement as the other one. So, centimeters in this case. So, cm. And the rest, what's outside of this, let's circle it actually to better showcase this. So I chose this 5 meters, and I'm going to change it. What's outside of the circle, I need to rewrite the exact same. So plus 3 centimeters equals. Here on this line, I want you to write the calculation that you need to do, turn this from meters into centimeters. So that means write the 5. And then look at the ladder. You need to go from meters to centimeters. Meters to centimeters. So that's times 100. Times 100. 5 times 100. Go one line below and then write the result of this multiplication. So 5 times 100 makes 500. 500 what? 500 centimeters. And then the rest we rewrite the same. And now they're in the same unit of measurement. Now I can add them. 503 makes 503 centimeters. Now, let's go on the other side and do this same addition, but this time we're going to change the 3 centimeters. So this time, 5 meters stays the same because it's outside of the circle. And where the circle was, I'm going to put the line, just like here, just like this line. And I'm going to put the unit of measurement that I want to turn this into. So since this is meters, I need to turn this into meters as well. Okay, now let's write the calculation that we need to do. We need to do 3. That's not a good 3. And we're going from centimeters to meters, so that's 2 steps up. So 3 divided by 100. 5 meters stays the same. I'm not doing anything to it. And then we say 3 divided by 100 makes how much? 3 divided by 100 makes 0.03 what? Meters. And now I need to do, since they're both in the same unit of measurement, meters, I need to do 5 and 0.03. So you get 5.03. If you don't remember how to do that, we did addition with decimal numbers a couple of weeks ago. So review that. Now you might be looking at these and saying, oh, wait, they're not the same. This is 503 and this is 5.03. Yes, but what? This is 503 centimeters and this is 5.03 meters, okay? The value of these two is the same. 503 centimeters is the same as 5.03 meters. And if you're wondering why, let's say I gave you 503 centimeters and I asked you to turn this into meters, okay? What would you need to do? You need to say 503 divided by 100, which gives me 5.03. Or if I gave you 5.03 meters and I asked you turn this into centimeters, you would have to do 5.03 times 100, which makes 503. So these are equal, meaning that it doesn't matter which of these, if I chose this or if I chose this, the value of my result is the same. The only thing that changes is the unit of measurement that I get my answer in, centimeters or meters. Okay, let's move on. Let's just circle these right now to not have to do this later. Here I'm going to, see? Here I'm going to change this one, and here I'm going to change this one. This is a dot, by the way. Be careful, this is a dot, not a comma. So it's not, this is not a decimal point. This is 8,396. This is a decimal point, so this is 4.3. Oh wait, did I not circle the unit of measurement? Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to start with this. Again, the same way as before. Line, unit of measurement that we want. We want to turn it into the same as this, so centimeters. And then what's outside of the circle, rewrite the same. So 5.6 centimeters equals. Now we want to write down on this line, we want to write the calculation we want to do. We're going from, we take the 4, obviously. Since we're going from decimeters to centimeters, that's one step down. So times 10. On the line below, say 4 times 10 makes how much? 40. 40 what? Centimeters. Plus 5.6 centimeters. And now I need to do 40 plus 5.6 because they're in the same unit of measurement now, so I can add them. 40 and 5.6 makes 45.6. What? Centimeters. This is the correct way to do this, okay? Let's move on to the next one. We say 4 decimeters plus, because that's outside of the circle, so I rewrite it the same line. What do we want to turn this into? Decimeters, the same as this. The same as this, so decimeters. Okay. So what do I need to do to turn this into decimeters? I need to do 5.6. And then to go from centimeters to decimeters, that's one step up. So divided by 100. By 10, sorry. We make mistakes too, sometimes. So we have 4 decimeters plus 5.6 divided by 10 makes 0.56 what? Decimeters. And now I have to do 4 and 0.56, which makes 4.56 decimeters. Again, these two are the same thing. 45.6 centimeters is equal to 4.56 decimeters. If I asked you to turn this into decimeters, you'd get this. And if I asked you to turn this into centimeters, you'd get this. So they're the same. Okay, great. Lastly, we have subtraction. Nothing changes because it's a subtraction. I do the exact same process. It's just that at the end, instead of adding the numbers, I subtract them. So we start by saying line. I'm going to make this line bigger because the numbers are going to be really big. And if you make a mistake like this, where you make the line too small and it doesn't fit, you can just erase the first line and rewrite it. So we want to turn this into the same as this, so meters. And then we say minus 4.3 meters equals. What do we need to do to turn 8,396 millimeters into meters? We need to take 8,396, and because we're going from millimeters to meters, that's 3 steps up, so divide by 1,000. And so what we get, if we do 8,396 divided by 1,000, is 8.396 what? Meters minus 4.3 meters. Be careful doing this subtraction because remember, in decimal numbers, one decimal point needs to be beneath the other. It's not like normal integral numbers where you just stack everything to the right. In decimal numbers, one decimal point needs to be beneath the other. So what we would get by doing 8.396 minus 4.3 is 4.096. What? See, I forgot again. Meters. So my result is 4.096 meters. Let's do this last one. Here we have 8,396 millimeters. Rewrote it the same. The line, and here, what do we want to turn this into? Into the same as this, so millimeters. Okay, how do we turn this into millimeters? We take 4.3 and since we're going from meters to millimeters, that's 3 steps down, so we're doing times 1,000. 1,000 will not fit here. So you know what we're going to do. through the magic computers, we're going to extend this line. So we have 8,396, that remains the same, millimeters, minus 4.3 times 1,000 makes 4,300 millimeters. Now I can do the subtraction. This subtraction would give me 4,096 millimeters, which again is the same as this. And that's all there is to it. So I will see you guys again on Friday when we will be doing your worksheets together. Bye.